they came to this place. Some drawn to its rich farmland, others driven by adventure. They brought their way of life to the New World and settled here in this, Missouri's oldest town. The power of the Mississippi River shaped this land. French settlers came to live along its fertile banks in the 1740s. St. Genevieve thrived here, a vibrant river town rich with French culture. History has been preserved along these narrow streets, offering us a rare glimpse at our nation's heritage. Today, St. Genevieve's National Historic Landmark District is considered the finest collection of French colonial architecture in the hemisphere. The perfect starting point for any tour of St. Genevieve is a visit to the Bolduc House Museum. Constructed in the 1790s by local merchant Louis Bolduc, this exceptional French Creole home is a National Historic Landmark. The grounds are beautifully maintained, with fresh gardens and a functioning herb cottage. In 2005, President Bush recognized the Bolduc House Museum with the prestigious Preserve America Award.
It's an excellent example of French colonial life in the mid-Mississippi Valley, and it is an original example of that type of architecture.
The interior of the Bolduc House is furnished with authentic pieces from the French colonial era, including some of Louis Bolduc's original furniture. As visitors walk these floors, they observe life through the eyes of the settlers who came here over 200 years ago. It's an experience that's unique to this place.
Bolduc has one of the finest and largest collections of French colonial furnishings in the United States.
Contrasting with the massive frame of the Bolduc House is the modest Bolduc Le Moyeur House. This charming 19th century home has been carefully restored and today serves as a visitor center and gift shop for the Bolduc House Museum. The Jean-Baptiste Vallée House, an 18th century French Creole home, was built during Spanish control of the territory. Originally the residence of the region's last colonial era commandant, this house was the town's center of government for many years. The beautifully restored Vital Beauvais House is one of 3 poteaux-en-terre structures in St. Genevieve. Although not visible from the exterior, this unique French colonial home was built using vertical logs placed directly into the ground. The Felix Valley State Historic Site, erected in 1818, is operated by the Missouri Department of Natural Resources. Built of native limestone, its American federal style contrasts with the older French colonial homes in town. Other unique structures are on the site, including a 19th century brick wash house. The interior living space reflects the wealthy lifestyle of the young couple who occupied this home.
A young man, Felix Vallée, and his wife ended up living in the house, and Vallée family businesses were operated from the commercial side. Primarily, this was a trading firm known as Menard and Vallée, and it encompassed trade throughout an area here in southeast Missouri that was pretty large. They dealt in a lot of manufactured goods, things that came from the eastern part of the United States, shipped here by steamboat, but they also were involved in the fur trade, lead trading, all sorts of business activities.
Just across the street is the Shaw House, constructed in 1819 as a mercantile storehouse. Both homes are managed by the Department of Natural Resources, and guided tours are offered year-round. The quaint St. Genevieve Museum, located in the heart of town, was erected in 1935 as part of the city's bicentennial celebration. The museum has a varied collection of prehistoric Native American relics, memorabilia from the mid-19th century, and artifacts related to the history and development of St. Genevieve. Towering over the historic district is the stunning St. Genevieve Catholic Church, built on the same spot as the original log church of 1794. The vast interior of this Gothic church is beautifully adorned, with details that range from the delicate to the dramatic. The Guy Vallée House, built in 1806, is one of St. Genevieve's most elegant tour homes. Vibrant walled gardens provide a sanctuary for the home. Once inside, visitors are allowed unique access to its impressive attic.
The construction here is significant in that you can walk right up to the trusses. It is probably one of the finest examples of Norman trusses in North America.
This Norman truss roof construction was common in the distinctive style of French Creole architecture. However, the rugged beams of the attic conceal an unexpected interior to this vertical log home.
The surprise is when you open the front door of this log cabin and you see the very elegant furnishings inside. Jules and Anne Marie Valley, who were the last occupants of the house, were extensive travelers and collectors of antiques. So you see some very important pieces and some pieces that are just much more elegant than you would think you would find in a log cabin.
Picturesque Memorial Cemetery is the burial site for St. Genevieve's pioneers, a multicultural mix of both ordinary and prominent citizens. A recent restoration project has renewed these centuries-old monuments to their original state.
Again, the importance of the cemetery is simply that it is the first generation. It represents the founding generation of European immigration into Missouri. There is no organized cemetery older than this in the state of Missouri, and I guess it's appropriate that it's in our oldest city as well.
Just outside of the main historic district is the Green Tree Tavern, one of the oldest structures in town. Built in 1790, it has also been used as a tobacco store and the first Masonic lodge in Missouri. The Biquet-Ribaud House, built in the early 19th century, is another one of St. Genevieve's rare poteaux-en-terre structures. The home has a classic French Creole style with features like a hipped roof and galleries or porches that surround the entire house. This wide floodplain along the Mississippi River, known as Les Grands Champs, helped draw settlers to this region. This rich agricultural land was the town's most important economic resource during colonial times. The impressive Beauvais-Amoreau House, built in 1792, is another site managed by the Missouri Department of Natural Resources. This home offers visitors excellent views of its poteaux-en-terre construction.
The vertical log architecture that we find in St. Genevieve is extraordinarily rare, but this poteaux-en-terre style of architecture is a subset of that vertical log kind of construction that's even more unique. There are 3 of these houses that remain in St. Genevieve today, and only 5 that are known in the entire United States.
The Beauvais-Amoreau House contains several exhibits related to the architectural history of St. Genevieve, as well as an intricate diorama of the town as it was in 1832. The town of St. Genevieve isn't known just for its history. Unique shops and excellent dining are located within the serene atmosphere of the historic district. St. Genevieve also has some of the most highly recommended beds and breakfasts in the Midwest. The rolling hills of St. Genevieve County are home to a number of distinctive wineries, making it a popular destination for wine enthusiasts. St. Genevieve is a community that celebrates its past and its present. Joie de Fête in August is one of the Midwest's largest arts and crafts fairs. Holiday events include the annual Christmas Walk Parade and the French Christmas celebration at the Felix Valley State Historic Site. Each season offers festivals that keep the French heritage of this region alive. A new century has come to this place along the river. But as time pushes forward, the past remains, ready to be explored again, here in St. Genevieve, Missouri's oldest town.